Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. Excited for this show. Had a really good weekend. Had a really good month. Hit on 2 parlays. Pushed on the third. So we're 2-0-1 after going 2-1 last week and 3-1 the week before. So the last 3 weeks of the month we're 7-2-1. We made a ton of money. Really good month. I'm excited for this week. Really good week. Big stuff. If I gave you guys 10 parlays, we'll push on 1, hit on 7, miss on 2. Everyone in the sound of my voice would sign up for that, and that's exactly what we did this month. So shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys are coming through in a big way for me. I'm on my way to having one of my either my biggest month or my second biggest month. My biggest month was May, big month of May. This month has been bordering that. Really good month. Really good month. Shout out to a brand new Patreon, Isak Kai. Shout out Isak if you're listening. I'm finna send you the Discord link right now, and then we'll pay the bills. Hang on 1 second. All right, let me send this over to Isak. For the Discord. All right. So y'all, if y'all have not already joined the Patreon, link is in the description. It's I'm about to pin it in the chat as well. Be like Isak. Isak came through, joined join the Patreon. He'll get the lock of the week moving forward. He'll get the lock of the week. He'll get Ask the Bookie anything. He'll get the when we live stream the fight, he'll get that in the Discord. Like I said, in the Discord, we do the live betting, the updated props, and that was huge last week. That was huge this past weekend. Made money live betting. It was a really good weekend. So join the Patreon. Be like Isak. Get access to the Discord. Get the lock of the week. Get the updated props, the live betting, the live stream, everything that is available in the Discord for just $5 a month. Just $5 a month. Get you all the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Guys, after you do that, remember to tip your gambling advisor. He had a big month, a big week. Say thanks to your gambling advisor. Super chats, cash apps are available. Cash app, the app is in the ticker below. Cash app, super chats always available. Remember to tip your gambling advisor. Greatly appreciates it. All right, guys. After y'all do that, you guys know where you got to go. Carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, going to do 2 shows today, guys. I'm going to do 2 shows today. Want to recap last week. Last week was phenomenal. We had 3 cards. Actually, we had 4 cards. We had the Elijah Pierce card on Friday, the OTX card in Atlanta. I didn't have any money on that card at all. I know some of you guys did. Everything on that card pretty much went as expected. On Thursday, we got a push, so we got off, to a tie. So, and then yesterday we came through, hit 2 parlays yesterday. I'll give you guys the 2 parlays that hit yesterday. And then, guys, in the comment section, let me know about your victories. Let me know what you guys hit. Tell me all about it. I want to hear about it. I want to hear the success and all of that. But hang on. Why is my thing bugging? All right. So All right, so it was Polanco money line, Carrington money line, Zayas money line, Shields money line. That was minus 240. That hit. That was my save parlay. And then the one where we turned it up a little bit, but not much. It was still super safe and super easy to hit. Why is this thing bugging? It was over on Gardner, Yambi, and Polanco. So it was Polanco money line, Yambi money line, over 10.5, Gardner Belotti. Total parlay on that was about minus 140. So those were the two parlays that we hit. And then obviously we pushed on the Gucci man bet. We were lucky. And then when you get a lucky decision like that, and you guys overwhelmingly thought Gucci lost. And I was okay with a draw. I thought either 6-4 Chavez or a draw were fine. I had Gucci rallying, winning the last 3 rounds to pull it even on my card. You guys didn't see it that way overwhelmingly. It was 80-something% of y'all thought Chavez won, which is totally acceptable. But my boys, when you get a lucky decision like that, when you benefit from a lucky decision, you got to capitalize on it. And capitalize we did. I say when you get that, go heavy on safe bets. And I thought Gucci Flores, Chavez really, really overperformed what I thought he could. And if they had a rematch, you guys are going to tell me I'm bugging. If Gucci and Chavez had a rematch, I think Gucci found something in those last 2 or 3 rounds. I would take Gucci to beat him. I think Gucci starts earlier, and I think Gucci man Flores just does the same thing, but starts earlier and get to the decision as opposed to settling for a draw. And I know y'all is going to tell me I'm bugging. But I would take Gucci man Flores in a rematch. That's the poll question of the day. Gucci beats Chavez in a rematch. Gucci beats Chavez in a rematch. Am I bugging? Yes. No. He loses, but you're not bugging. All right. Guys, let me know, because I think Gucci man Flores beats Chavez in a rematch. I think he figured him out in the last couple of rounds. I know y'all are going to disagree, but am I bugging? Yes, no, or Gucci's going to lose, but you're not bugging. Those are the choices. Vote in the poll. I'm interested in what everyone has to say. Want to get to your questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, and we're going to let me recap the. Well, let me do these first. What's good, DJ? What's good with you? Just cashing in. I had a good week, man. It was a good week. It's a good month. I'm up 10,500 for the month. We got one more card left, so I'm gonna try to parlay that into maybe even a better month. We're gonna see. Who you got? Durate versus Sims. This is the hot one everyone wants to talk about. Everyone wants my take on this. I'm gonna go with Durate. Durate. The day after, Muscle's got that bag. Muscle cashed the money. He got the 20 G's that he told us about yesterday. Shout out Muscles. Here, so I don't get fined, I'm going to end the month with a bang on Wednesday. Yeah, we got one more fight card left this month. You guys want to push it? You guys want to make more money this month? We got one more shot. I released the video on Rosa and Takami is live. That video is 100% live. It's there. It's gotten a bunch of views already. A bunch of y'all have checked it out already. It's doing quite well. So that's live now. Check that out. That's the Takami and the Rosa video. And it should be a fun fight. I like the Kami in that fight at minus 600. It's a little aggressive, but I think if you parlay in with one of the other fights, and I'm going to break down. I'm going to have another one for you guys tonight. I'm going to break down all three of the fights that I have a book on. We're going to get to all of that, but it's going to be a good Sunday. I think a good Wednesday. I'm sorry, a good midweek card, which I think that we can make money on. What up, G? Money to be made on the Wednesday card. We're going to get into that, Rando. You got dang right there is. We rocking with Antonio Vargas? I'm not sure yet. I'm going to take this one at a time. On the second show, we're going to have a lot more to get into, a lot more content, a lot more breakdown. I appreciate everyone's here. I hit for 3,500 on the O'Shea decision. Bang! When I heard that 190 card, I was scared. That 190 card the other way was the wildest thing I'd ever seen. That is the worst scorecard I'd ever seen in my life, period. O'Shea, that judge said O'Shea didn't win a single round in that fight. That is wild. That judge, let's look that up real quick. I'm going to look that up real quick. Hang on. That was the wildest thing I had ever seen in my life. End of sentence. Edward Canner. Hang on one second. Vargas Chitty, bro, and he throws bombs. I don't see it going 12 rounds. I don't see it going 12 rounds either. This is going to be an interesting fight. The props are going to be fun on this fight. What up, Nate? I picked 2 UFC underdogs, Jan, Rohan, Zayat, Shields, and Carrington. Thanks. Nate, nice dude. Sims Jr. plus money taken. I want to go back. I want to look at this judge that scored this thing 100-90 in favor of Isla Carranza. That is Edward Canner. It's a Georgia-based judge. What has he scored? Anything else? Any fights of note? No. He scored a lot of fights. It doesn't look like anything. Okay. He scored Adams. Huh. Bumgardner and Pursoon he scored. Unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, the guys scored every big fight they've had there in Georgia, which isn't a ton. But that is the worst scorecard I've ever seen in my life. I don't think that you can let him score more fights. His track record is not horrible in big fights. He hasn't done a bunch of them because and this is the problem with smaller commissions. States like Georgia and such that don't have a ton of boxing. And it's not that they're doing anything wrong. It's not that they're inherently doing something bad or horrible, but they're not set up for this. It's not New York. It's not New Jersey. It's not California. It's not Texas, right? It's not Nevada. It's not one of the big states that do this and are equipped for this. They've been thrown into this. They don't have the adequate training. They don't have the adequate experience. They don't have good judges who know how to score important fights. When you're scoring club-level fights, it's fairly obvious to see who won the rounds. When you're scoring high-level professional fights, where the fighters are doing really high-level stuff, that it takes a trained eye to appreciate. They simply don't have the people to do that. That's why it's important to bring in judges from other states, bring in judges from New York, bring in judges from Texas, etc., who are used to doing this, who are trained to do this, who do this all the time. There are so many high-level cards in Texas. There are so much cards, so much experience that they gain. They just don't have that in Georgia. So you get these horrible decisions like that. We did this in Minnesota when they started putting fights all the time in Minnesota. PBC was doing it in Minnesota at the Armory. And you were getting some bad decisions. Omar Juarez got a really bad. There were a bunch of other really bad decisions, and they started bringing in judges from elsewhere. There was judges from all over the place that they were bringing in. Judge, what's good, go? What's good, go? But that's something that you guys might want to do. Bring in other judges, etc. You don't need to just use the same judges over and over and over again. You can use different judges. You can bring in judges from elsewhere. You don't need to. If you only got a couple of judges, that's fine. Bring in judges from elsewhere, or they can't do this in Atlanta, right? Like you got to pick a city where they're equipped for this, because they obviously that's the worst scorecard I've ever seen. And the problem with it is, we all know Adelaide Bird, we all know C.J. Ross, we all remember these scorecards. It's horrific. Steve Feldman, we know horrific scorecards when we see them. But this. You're never going to remember. I already forgot. It's Edward Canner. That was his name. Edward Canner. You're never going to remember that name. And he's going to screw up some other fight. And when he screws up some other fight, we're going to forget about it because it's not on the biggest stage. But it does affect people's careers. O'Shea Jones, lost there, would have sucked for her, right? At 100-90. That judge is telling me she didn't win a single round in that fight. How is that possible? Like, everyone watching scored at least 6 for her. And he can't judge anymore. It's not right to the athletes who are putting their well-being on the line, putting their life, their well-being, their safety on the line for these judges. And these judges do things like that. It's entirely unacceptable, unprofessional, and we can't have it. We got to try to – look, there's going to be discrepancy in scorecards. I may look at fight A, and you may look at fight – like the Gucci fight. I thought the fight was closer. I didn't score the fight 10-0 for Gucci. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a round or two where, all right, we may fluctuate. If I would have said to you, I had to fight 10-0 for Gucci, how would you guys have responded to that? You would, anything. I can't listen to you. That's what Edward Canner did there. Guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. All right, let's take a look at. Is it quiet today? I'm gonna go live again later. Hopefully, more of y'all on later. Y'all it's quiet today, but that's all right. It's a Sunday afternoon. We chilling. It was a big week. It's good to have everyone in the chat aboard. Let's go, guys. Let's go. All right. I like Takami. Now we've got these other two fights, Vargas and Higa. I like a prop for a knockdown. I like a prop not to go the distance. I don't have any of that right now. I do like Higa in this fight. How do you guys feel about this parlay? 2-leg parlay, simple. Takami, Higa, -600, -280. I'm probably going to wager something on this. It's -172. I put $1,000 on it. It's -172. Hang on. Let me see what that would look like for me. I put $1,000 on that. That would make me 581. I may do something like that. What if I put 1550 on it? I want to get to 750. One, that much. I'm gonna put 1,300 on that. I'm gonna put 1,300 on that parlay to win 755. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with that. I'm pretty sure. Kenshiro Taraji money line. How do you feel about that? I gotta get. That's the next one. The Rosa Takami video is live. After that, I'm doing Vargas and Higa, Kenshiro, and Sandoval. I'm gonna do both of them. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do next. I like Kenshiro a lot. Do we think that? To me, this is a safe bet. I like Kenshiro a lot. Ricardo Sandoval is not a pushover. He's a solid fighter. It's been a while since those losses, you know. He's got one loss was in 2016. I'm not holding that against him. The other loss was in 2022 against David Jimenez in a majority draw. David Jimenez is no pushover. This is a tough one. Guys, I want to take Kenshiro because I'm a big Kenshiro fan. David Jimenez, that Costa Rican fighter, a pretty good fighter. He's still hanging around 115 pounds, I think. He's got a win over Kevin Lauda. He's a good fighter. He's the one, he beat Scrappy Ramirez. It's a tough one. That loss is no joke. Like that's not a bad loss. I'm a big Kenshiro guy. So I'm leaning towards Kenshiro on the money line. I don't know if I love the price tag on it. I'm going to try to get into that next. I'm going to do that one next. My next video, my next fight, I'm doing Kenshiro. And I will get to Higa as well. I'm going to do both of them. Sunday and Monday. They will all be live by Monday night. I promise you that. And then Tuesday, I'll move on.
At Angara, every piece
how does that happen? How does that happen? Hang on. All right. I'm not even touching my phone. I'm being tapped by the federal government. I know I am. Let's move ahead into next week. Kenshiro, we have the Dorate Kenneth Sims card. I'm leaning towards Dorate in this card. Let's take a look at that entire card. What else is on that card that we can expect to have a book on? Regis Prograis and JoJo. Oh my God. Regis. Oh God. Regis and Pedraza. Regis and JoJo Diaz. God. Someone should retire in that fight. Regis versus JoJo. I'm probably gonna take Regis, but that fight. The two guys should quit. I will get to that. Also on that card is Tristan Calcruth against Kareem Hackett. Those are the three fights. We also get Josh Edwards on the card. Always fun. But these are the fights that we're really going to keep an eye on. Kareem Hackett, just coming off a loss to Rowdy Legend Montgomery. Other than that, he's been good. He fought Clay Waterman on a pro box card. This is an interesting fight. This is an interesting fight. Kareem Hackett and Tristan Calcruth. It's interesting. It's something we're going to look at for sure. So that's what we got. We got anything else? Are there any other cards next week? We got Hackett. We got the Wednesday card. We got Calcruth. This is going to be a little bit slow week, a little bit tougher week. We got to get through Wednesday. We got to make some money Wednesday. And then maybe this weekend we lay low a little bit, right? Maybe we don't go all in. You know, I think there's some money to be made. I think Dorate is a good bet. But but maybe this isn't the best week. This card's in Chicago too. Oh, Ken Sims is from Chicago, right? Yeah. Coming off the win over Kendall Castaneda back in February, which he didn't look fantastic. He looked okay in that fight. They gave it to him wide. I thought Kendall won about 4 rounds in that fight. I thought it was close on the cards. It was 99-91, 99-91, 98-92. That's the big fight of the weekend. Is there anything else going on this weekend? I'm not sure. Let me get back to some of these. Guys, please remember to tip your gambling advisor. Tips, super chats are always appreciated. We had a big week. Thanks. That Steven Navarro fight was close. Rios was good. Yeah, it was. It all depends on Higa's hairstyle and whether it will get in his eye. Higa no distance at minus. Ooh, I think there's a bet right there. The history of Sandoval got power and he's a good body puncher. Are the odds for Regis JoJo out yet? I haven't. Let's check Pro Box. Pro Box has nothing. I'm gonna pull up Pro. I don't have it on DraftKings. Let's see if Pro Boxing Odds has anything from any other book. Let's see roughly what we're looking at. Oh, look at this! Thank God, Pro Box updated their website, because from the other day it was still showing things from 3 weeks ago. Absolutely horrible job by Pro Boxing Odds. Way to update yourself and save the day. Unfortunately, I got nothing. All I have is over under. I mean, all I have is a money line on Sims and Dorate. Sasumi, yeah, that's all we got. Slow. The next 2 weeks are a little slow, but we can still make money. There's going to be money to make on that card. Regis Prograis, JoJo. I don't feel super comfortable with this. I'll get to the tape on that as well. So basically, the tape is going to be Rosa, Vargas, and Higa. This one's live, 2, 3, and then 4. So my next 4 videos are going to be that. It's going to be in order: Ken Ciro and Sandoval, Vargas and Higa, Sims and Dorate, and then I'm going to do Prograis and JoJo Diaz. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, I'll get you guys videos that. Not exactly sure what I'm going to hit y'all with, but I'll get something. I'll be going live, answering your question. Again, a little bit slower week. Maybe we won't do as many lives. Maybe slow it down a little bit. I want to end the month strong because, like I said, I'm on the verge of having one of my best months. Shout out to you guys. It's all a testament to you guys. On my views, this month I've already passed last month with 5 days to go. I'm 50,000 views. No, I'm 45,000 views behind where I was in May. Probably not going to get there, but I need you guys to push through. Need y'all to push through. I'm at 80 as of yesterday. So 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 with 5 days left. I could make it. It's going to be close. I need y'all to push me. It's going to be rough to get there. We can see. We'll see. In terms of watch hours, I think I'm super close. Watch hours, I think, are 2287. I'm only about 150 watch. I should have watch hours. I should have broken my watch hours record by the end of tomorrow. End of today or end of tomorrow. I'll have that. So shout out for that, for giving my best month in terms of watch hours. Revenue, revenue is dependent on you. That all depends on the super chats and the watch hours and the views and all of that. So I need you guys for that as well. But you guys have made this an excellent month for me. I'm going to have a lot of content out for you. I will be live again tonight. If anyone missed this, there's not a ton of people there. It's a Sunday afternoon. I went to church this morning, then got this out for you guys. Glad to have everyone aboard. Guys, if you have any last-minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them in the comment section now. Otherwise, forever hold your peace. I'm going to end this. There's not a ton to get into. I'm going to recap more of last week. and get into this a little bit more. I'm going to also watch a bunch more tape. Rosa and Takami is live. And I'm going to now, right after I finish this, I'm going to start the Kenshiro Sandoval tape. I'm going to get into that. I will have that video out for you guys tonight. I'm going to spend the next 8-10 hours looking at film, and then I'm going to release that video for you guys. That will be out tonight. So let me know what you guys think. Appreciate everyone here. Y'all are the absolute best. I'm going to get through some of these. If you guys have any, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. If you guys have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, let me know. JoJo is washed. Yeah, but so is Regis. You know what I'm saying? Regis is washed too. But I agree, top notch. JoJo's washed. We don't know how Kenshiro will look at the damage he suffered in the Akui fight. I got to go watch the tape. We don't know. And Sandoval's a real opponent. That's why I'm not super comfortable with that line. Progray and JoJo, 2 washed fighters. JoJo is 1,000% more washed than Regis. Probably. JoJo looks horrible. But JoJo's also a guy that doesn't train hard. If he trains hard, will it look better? I don't know. Progray has more left in the tank. I certainly think, though. Kyle Cruz's last fight was But he's fighting a guy that's I agree. His last fight wasn't great. It was not. I certainly agree. Tristan's a good friend of mine. I'm not going to say nothing bad about him. But let me take a look at the book. Let me take a look at the book. Let me take a look at the All right. So only guys, vote in the poll. I'm going to close this poll out. Only 13 of y'all voted. Y'all are whack. I'm going to close out the poll. Did Gucci beat Chavez in a rematch? Am I bugging? 38% of you say I'm bugging, while 62% say he either loses and I'm not bugging or don't disagree with me, thinks he wins. All right, let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. I'm going to end the guys, vote now. Vote now. This is very, very close. Vote now. I'm going to end the poll in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vote now. Ended the poll. I appreciate everyone. Any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them in the comment section below. Shout out to Isaac for joining the Patreon. Glad to have you aboard. It is July. It is July 27th, 2027. We got a last minute. Keep in mind, Kenshiro is still the pick. This fight really depends on Kenshiro game plan. He shouldn't trade with Ricardo. I tend to agree with the sentiment here. All right, y'all. July 27th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless. I will see y'all tonight.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.